Hello and welcome to Force Temple Damageless, the 6th part of the Untouchable Hero achievement. Before we get started, I just want to show that we can kill this moblin with 3 bomb shoes, and that's why we do the Under the Well early. You could buy them, but who wants to buy them? Who wants to spend time grinding rupees when you don't have to? So, get into the temple and start out. So in this first part, I like to hookshot onto the wall over there, so that we're just not dealing with the wolves at all. And then run out on about the edge of this branch and hookshot over to this chest. You can hop over, but I think it's more consistent to do the hookshot. And then just drop down towards the door, roll, and walk in. And Force Temple is probably the hardest temple in the game to do damageless, simply because of the Stalfos. And Stalfos are definitely the hardest enemy in the game. But they're manageable. You want to start out by targeting one of them, because if you're targeting one of them, the other one won't attack. And that's not exactly true. I think there's a rare occurrence where the other one will jump attack you. And it's happened to me twice. Oops, I didn't get that. But basically the strategy is wait until you can deku nut them, do a jump slash with your master sword on the first one, and then on the second jump slash switch to your giant's knife, do the jump slash, switch back immediately to your master sword like I just did, and that stores your giant's knife jump slash. And then on the second one, since there's only one, you can deku nut him, and when he's frozen, walk behind him to crouch stab. He'll jump away from you immediately, deku nut again, and crouch stab once again, and he'll be gone. Or you can just swing your sword and he'll be gone. So I'll show that again. Maybe try to go a little bit slower on the second one, since there's 2 fights essentially identical. I'll show up in more detail in the second one. So in this portion we have the iron boots, which is really nice. So we can grab this right here just by hookshotting the chest and immediately mashing A. And that lets you skip the second open room, which is really nice as well. Just a little bit less risk. And I like to deku nut that Deku Baba just because we don't want to deal with him. He has a pretty long reach. And if you walk right up against the wall, he can't hit you, but I just don't want to risk accidentally moving wrong. In this room, he's too slow to hit you, so just walk right by. You can deku nut if you want. I do sometimes if I'm not feeling great about the run. And there's nothing to talk about on this part because it's just moving blocks. Alright, and there is a glitchless strat that I'll show you here, and I'll show you why I do not go for it. Because I personally am not great at lining it up, but if you jump slash right here, you can fall down right here and get the key in this room over here, which is kind of nice. It again lowers some risk because you don't have to go through this guy and you don't have to go through the room over there. But the reason I don't go for it is because I was kind of lucky to get this time. I don't normally do that. But let's say you get the angle wrong. You're going to take fall damage. And I just don't want to risk it after going through all of Young Link. So I do not normally go for that strat. But if you are good at it, it will mitigate some risk if you are 100% confident. So there's 2 bubbles in this part. I like to Z target right here to get a view of the room to see where they are, so that I'm not walking into them. And since I don't really trust them, I like to deku nut them. Alright, and now we're coming up on the second Stalfos fight here. So before I go in, I like to get a Giant's Knife Slash charged up, because you start out only fighting 1 on this time. So I get a Giant's Knife Slash charged. I'll pull out Pharaoh's Wind because you need it. And walk into the room. And whenever you're fighting these guys, you want to keep your shield up. And I'll just kind of strafe around while I talk. But you want to keep your shield up because it will lower the risk of being hit. Alright, and now I'm going to make a save state here to show you if you're too close, he will hit over your shield. So that's what you do not want to happen. And I don't know if I can get him to do it, but if you're too close when he jump slashes too, it's the same deal. Let's see. I don't know. There you go. Yeah, so you do not want to do that. So let's load the state. Alright, there we go. So just to show again, since we're only fighting 1, he will jump away after you do that. And I kind of messed it up. But a Giant's Knife and just a slash of your sword is all you need. And let's make another save state right here to show something else. You can deku nut them as soon as they spawn, but I do not recommend that because, just to show you, this isn't, if you do that, you're going to want to use your slashes, but you can see I can't actually target one of them until he jumps back, and that's not good. I can target them both now, which is fine, but there's a period where we can't target them. Oh, let's try to get it again just to illustrate. So I cannot target either of them right now. And that makes the fight significantly more dangerous. He's slashing and I still can't target. Since he jumped back, I can target him now, but not the other one. So that makes it a lot more dangerous, so we do not want to do that. So instead we're going to fight them like we did the first guys. Let them jump back and be targetable. Wait, do a jump slash, or you really can just do a slash. We just need to do a little bit of damage on them so that the Giant's Knife jump slash will kill. And when we do the Giant's Knife jump slash, you want to kind of get into an angle where you can immediately target the other one. That's going to be the safest, because if you jump slash while he's behind you, it's going to be a lot easier for him to run up and hit you. So like, just like that, crouch stab and immediately deku nut. And that'll get, as long as you're quick enough, that'll get him every time. And now the rest of the dungeon is quite easy, at least compared to that. That's by far the hardest part of the dungeon, is the Stalfos. So the Poe fights are pretty easy as well. You can do that, run in, deku nut, and kill him like that. He never has a chance to attack. And in this room, before they have a chance to get close to you, I just immediately turn around, hit the eye, and walk back through. And this is the room I was talking about earlier. If you're good at the glitchless strat, you can not do this room, but you basically want to jump down and immediately throw a deku nut to your left and right. You wind out, you land in kind of this spot right here. You want a deku nut towards this corner and that corner, because that's where the bubbles are, and you don't want them attacking you. So immediately deku nut and then take care of them. And right here there's that Deku Baba. He can hit you from about right here. So I like to run over here. 2 bow shots kills him. And he drops 15 deku nuts, which is very nice. And then the Floor Master, 2 bow shots kills him as well. And then a quick spin will kill all of the small guys. Recharge your magic, get the key, and wind back to the bow room. And that just means you don't have to pass all the bubbles that we passed once again coming back here. So not totally necessary, but a little less risk, which is what we're going through throughout the entire run. And if for some reason you did the whole trading sequence and have the Big Goron sword, it does only take a bow shot and Big Goron sword jump slash to kill these Poes. And I've done the whole trading quest a few times, just because sometimes you just gotta switch things up to keep the motivation up sometimes. I think I did the whole trading sequence maybe 3 times out of I don't even know how many runs. So in that corridor I just walked by the wall, just hugged the wall, and they can't hit you. Shoot the eye or use Din's Fire on the eye. And then hug the wall once again. And we're good. This room always feels scary, but it's not. I start right here, walk over here, let the ceiling fall once more time. One more time. Once we're past that Skulltula, we can just go straight to the door. Whoops. Alright, and for this Poe, he spawns pretty much attacking. And you can block it with your shield, or strafe to the left or right to dodge. It doesn't really matter. And you can do the last hit however you want. It doesn't have to be with arrows. I like to grab the arrows, but again, you don't have to. Alright, and Meg is pretty easy. Just hit the spinning one. And it takes 5 hits. And so now you can see we have 22 deku nuts. You can head in that room and kill the deku baba immediately in front of you to refill your deku nuts if you feel like you need to. But I normally just, after the dungeon ends, I'll head over to the shop in the Kakuri Forest and buy the deku nuts there that I need, between 15 and 30 rupees. And we don't need the, or we shouldn't need the, to buy the Giant's Knife replacement until after Water Temple, which is what we're going to be doing next. Alright, let's create a save state so that I'm not silly. We'll make it after the fight starts. So Phantom Ganon is kind of a scary boss, but he's not too bad, especially if you can quick spin. First part is pretty easy. You should never get hit on it unless you're doing too much fast forwarding, which is possible. Alright, so let's make a save state here. And if he does come out, you want to run to the side. And I think his lightning goes towards these Triforces. So just stand where the Triforces aren't, and you'll be safe. Yeah. Where these arrows go, that's where his lightning strikes. Alright. So I like to try to do this strat, where we hit him out and do that. And so I didn't get it, but that's fine. And I'll just stand right under him. Quick spin. When you do your jump slash, untarget, and then stab. And then I pull out Giant's Knife. Oops, I should actually show a couple more things here. And it takes 2 more jump slashes, so if I did it properly, and I didn't in order to get that save state, then, so he's laughing right here. That means he's going to hit back. So if he laughs, I don't even hit back. I just dodge. Oops. And so that's what the danger is. If you don't quick spin, you're going to get hit. So let me see if I can get him to do his other attack. It happens sometimes, and that's why I don't do the hold a charge, because I've gotten it so many times. I'm probably not going to get it on this recording. But every time he laughs like that and kind of makes distance with you, he's going to be hitting back. Just like this. Let's see if we can get him to do it. Well, if I fast forward, of course I'm going to die. Alright, he's not cooperating, so. Yeah, he giggled. So we dodge. And sometimes he can do the laugh like that several times in a row. So he does another attack where he lunges at you. He's not cooperating with me, but that's the same deal. You just walk to the side and it won't hit you. But that's Phantom Ganon. You should have one hit left in your Giant's Knife after this, and we're going to use that for Dark Link and Water Temple. So overall, Force Temple isn't bad, but the Stalfos make it difficult, and the Phantom Ganon fight is also one of the less consistent boss fights that I do. It depends entirely on how good you are at quick spins. So if you can do quick spins, and I just spin my control stick over and over and mash B to get them. I don't do a single thing. I don't even do a double thing, because whenever I do those, that doesn't wind up going well for me a lot of the time. But if you feel consistent, then definitely do it like that. Well, good luck on Forest Temple.